All right. Before we get to picks, there's a little bit of, I wouldn't say breaking news, interesting news. You called them the World Touring Women's Volleyball Team. Is
For
that
Penn State,
yeah?
yeah, apparently.
Basically, they today, in addition to announcing a few weeks back that they'll have a match at Wrigley Field, today, kind of out of the blue, nowhere, came an interesting announcement. So Penn State's women's team in August will take part in the Spikes Under the Lights, which is a quote first of its kind showcase at AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys in Arlington, Texas, on August 27th. Here's what this is. It is a 4-team tournament. It is completely an exhibition because it will happen all in one night. They will only play 2 sets of 3 or best of 3, as opposed to regular season playing best of 5. It will not count. But the interesting thing above all is that there's a $1 million purse essentially on the line. Each team of the 4 teams, which are Penn State, Nebraska, Florida, and SMU, each get $200,000 to start, and then the winner of the tournament will get another $200,000 for their team. This is by far one of the most fascinating things I've ever heard of. Like, I am so interested in this because it's an exhibition. This will not count for season records. You have Nebraska and Penn State who will now play in the regular season at in-state college later this year. A part of this, like, I think this is by far one of the best things that's happened to maybe volleyball in quite some time, even if it is an exhibition. Credit to whoever thought of this idea. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, it feels like a preseason version of the Crown thing for men's
That's a
basketball
good idea.
in some ways. And it's if this is what you're gonna do to find revenue for places or create experiences, and it's kind of like a lot of things we have. I mean, again, me and my nonprofit hat, right? They tell people they don't want to do recurring gifts. They want experiences. They want events. Here you go.
Yeah.
Like we can't get to you in the regular season, but we can give you this special event that people can get geeked about. And great for SMU to be, I guess, involved in hosting it, or however it is. It's
Yeah.
it's got to be like kind of a home team there to
Yeah.
make Dallas make sense, which I wasn't sure what was going on until I read a little more. But yeah, what a cool thing. So, and I would venture to guess not the last of its kind in college athletics across sports going forward.
I think that's the big thing here. Like, this sets a precedent to go do. I mean, and I guess you're right. The Crown sort of is, but that's a postseason tournament. This is a preseason.
Yeah, this is one day.
Tournament.
This is easier. This is
like this is. I'm thinking, think about all the things you could do 3-on-3 hockey and things like that. Like, I think this is such an interesting and fascinating thing that opens up a world of opportunity for college athletics. I think this is to me far more interesting than the women playing at Wrigley. I think this is
because there's stakes,
right? There's literally stakes involved, and I think that's a big factor in it. I think the other thing that comes from this, it says that there will be a nationally televised broadcast, so it's going to be publicly available. I would assume maybe even Fox or ESPN will have it. We'll see. But yeah, I just think that this is the creativity that we've been looking for, that I think is a great move.
Well, it's interesting that you talked about 3-on-3 hockey, because when you first said it, and I hadn't thought about it, going from 5 sets to 3 makes it easier to get more to happen in one day, one setting, right? Because people don't want to invest 2 days. We're going to do this. So I don't know. Hockey 3-on-3 could probably work, right? With 4 teams represented by their players, and you get to pick your 3 at different times. Football is, you'd be too. There's some sports where this is more easy for this to work, and it seems like volleyball is one of the ones where it's just easiest to do. I mean, you could do a home run derby for baseball or softball, but that's a different animal, not a team competition. This has some elements that imitators will not easily be able. You can replicate, but this is different in some ways. You still get the team. You still get 4 teams that are really among the best in the nation. This is a nice thing that they created, an interesting thing that they created.
It is more reminiscent to me of what they do. God, the first weekend of or week of college basketball season where Duke Kansas, Michigan State, and
Right.
one other team. I can't remember what, Louisville,
Yep.
I think maybe. They all play each other at one arena. I think this is the type of thing. I think volleyball is one of the highest women's sport, like girls high school sports, in terms of like numbers.
Mhm.
I think this is the type of thing, like when we talk about finding ways to grow these games, and people want to tune in and be a part of these. I think this is the type of thing that we need. So yeah, kudos to them.
Yep.